Hello all, this is Piyush Kumar and welcome to Momentumias. Here I am to discuss about one of the programs what I have been launching, which is very important, which is based on MAP. You all understand that MAP is one of the core areas of history optional. If you really want to score very good in paper 1, in that case you have to focus a lot on MAP section. But the moment it comes to this particular dimension or this particular question, most of the students at one hand they are struggling, that's one thing, and the second thing I'll say that they are not able to focus or they are not able to prepare this particular area in a proper scientific way. MAP is something which should be prepared in a very scientific way. So we have designed this course in such a way that we can really cover this part in a very scientific way, and that's the reason because of what I have been calling it history mapping accelerator program. So this is designed in a very different way. Let's see that what are the things what I have included in this course. So this is going to be this is going to take place in 3 different phases, which is 3-phase mapping course. What are these 3 phases? So in first phase we are going to study about the sites, specifically identifying and retention of the sites. The second is about basically the writing right description, and the third is about the regular practice. So through these things we are going to achieve our target. It's a practice oriented direct hit batch. So basically, as I told you, that here we are going to focus more on practice, and the practice also in such a way that you can really retain the information. Okay, so we'll learn, as I told you, we are going to learn about it in a very scientific way. What are the core features of this program? So there are 10 foundational building sessions which are going to cover around 500 plus sites, and the sites have been also classified into 3 different categories. First category, from where very frequently sites are being asked. Second category, less frequent. And the third category, like which are some other sites, some other sites such as if any site is there in the news, then in that case we'll cover it. So that's one thing. So in that case you'll be able to somehow give shape to your preparation in a very different way. The moment you move towards the exam, you'll be focusing more on the necessary sites or the important sites, right? We are going to practice on both physical and the political map, that you are ready for any surprises which are given by the UPSC. Then like theme wise ready-made content, that's very important. The content has been prepared also in such a way that you can really focus on those keywords, like from what you really need to produce in your answer, because most of the time I have seen that students are struggling with that. They are not able to focus on the right content. There are minimal words, and that's why only the right content should be produced. So we are quite particular about that. So the sites were also divided into many categories, such as keyword based, category based, and then we have also classified them phase wise. Then we have also classified them in cluster wise. We have this is how we have just classified them into multiple ways that you can easily remember those sites. Okay, I have already told you about contemporary sites. So this kind of map will be provided. Here I have included just one map, but we are even going to practice on the blank map also, because this practice is also important. So when the boundaries of the states have been given, we do not need to put any lines and all, but whenever we will be practicing this on blank map, in that case we will be putting certain lines or grid. But my grid is not like that, when we have been just getting some lines over it. Rather we are just mixing some important points from the another point, that we can focus only on those areas where there are maximum number of sites. So instead of putting a graph throughout this picture, we'll focus only on those areas where the maximum number of sites are falling. Okay, when it comes to description, in the description also we have kept in mind that since we have to focus on some important information, so this is how that's the reason because of what I have prepared it in this particular way. So I have just highlighted the important parts which are really expected information, and the evaluator is really looking for those information. So I have just highlighted those parts. So while cramming the information, you need to just focus on these kind of things. So we have created this particular course in such a way that it can really cater your requirement. So I'm looking forward that you are coming and joining this course and taking benefit of it. Thank you very much.